When you're going to start building in Valheim, there are some basics that you really need to understand from the start of your structure to set yourself up for success. So what I'm going to do in this video is go over how to lay the foundation for a successful structure and how to get things looking nice and clean like you see right here so that you're set up to build the amazing structures you envision within your base. So, okay, the first thing you're going to want to do is find a nice, clear, mostly flat area to set yourself up for success from the beginning. And then you're going to want to get to a point that would make sense to level around yourself so that you can build a good foundation. And then I'm going to show you how to actually build that foundation. So we're going to go about right here. This looks pretty good. Then you want to pull out the hoe that you see right here, farmer's tool for working the earth. And then we're just going to stand where we want to level the ground to, and we're just gonna stand still and use the hoe all the way around us. You want to go nice and slow so you don't burn out your stamina, and you're just gonna keep kind of widening as you see the path around you getting tilled into leveling. It's never gonna be perfect, but I'm going to show you how to fix that here in a little bit. We're just trying to kind of go out in a circle. You might have to click a few times in a few different locations just to kind of try to get it as best you can. Then you can kind of start moving around slowly. You don't want to move too fast and start to get off of level. And then just give yourself a nice foundational area to get started here with your hoe that is doing the leveling of the earth. And then after a little bit, you're going to see an area like this where you've got a nice and rounded off area for a foundation all the way around you. And then you can put your hoe away and just start to kind of clean up your foundation here, grabbing the random loose stones. And if you really want, you can pull out a pickaxe as long as you've taken down the first boss, and you can clean up some of these little stones within your foundation area. And boom, there we have it. Then at this point, when you've got a nice cleared out area to build in, what you don't want to do is just start laying down floor right away, because you're going to run into issues where this starts like clipping through and it might not be perfectly flat. So what I like to do for a lot of my structures here, especially in the early game, is I like to pull out these wood pole 1 meters and then just lay out the actual area that I'm going to build in. You want to rotate this around to get it kind of squared in the direction that you want your foundation to go in. So something like this. Pull out our wood beams and start building this foundation, connecting these blocks that we're going to lay. You're going to need to support them about every 3 or 4 depending. And also, when I place this, you can tell that it's not really connected to the ground. You can see how this is red. This means it's connecting to my beam and it's not connecting to the ground. So what you're gonna need to do in that scenario is actually raise ground around it like so, just kind of barely on the edge there. And then you can pull out your pickaxe right here and start to kind of terraform around that, and hopefully be able to pull out your leveler again and make that perfect to where now when I go into my building menu, you can see that this is blue and now it's actually supported by ground. So you want to make sure you have these foundational beams connecting down blue so you can keep connecting. Let's go 1, 2, 3. Let's lay another corner like so, and you can see that it's red. It's not connected to the ground. So what we would have to do is again raise the ground kind of next to this like so, and you see now that is blue, and I can then chop this down and make it a little bit more uniform. You kind of want to do it on the edge typically like so, and give yourself a nice connected blue beam here. You can see that I leveled it too much and now it's red again. So what you can try to do is level it. So you can go level ground, stand up a little bit, level that, and see now it's blue. So you want to kind of go to the higher point, then level it, and then I turned that beam into a blue beam so it's ready to actually be built on. And then I can go in the other direction here with a horizontal beam. Let's go 1, 2, 3 beam, and then we're gonna go with our beam here 1. Oh no, you can see that this is red, so I'm gonna have to do the same thing. We're gonna need to raise up the ground real quick. Let's actually try see if we can't level it. Let's stand a little bit higher, then level it, and see, there we go, blue, just like that. Nice and easy way to keep it actually connecting to the ground, and we have a nice strong foundation. Let's go We're actually going to go with an odd number so that we have a direct middle. So you see how it's 1, 2, 3, direct middle, and then 1, 2, and we can end with our beam right here. And then this would be our middle where our door would go right there. And then we're going to simply go back down the side here. We're going to go 1, 2, 3 with a beam going down like that. And again, we're going to have to pull out our leveler and level the ground up a little bit. Let's stand over here, level that, and there it is. It is blue. Okay, cool. Then we're gonna go back in to the horizontals and go 1, 2, 3, and then that should connect us perfectly there. Yep. And then let's make sure our pole is gonna be blue. It is. So this time we didn't have to raise it up. See, it's nice and blue. And then we're gonna go back to where we started, go 1, 2, and remember we had the center, so we do this. And we do this, and then we put another beam down like so, and it should be 2 more, and we should perfectly connect right there, snapped in corner to corner. Now at this point, when you've got this foundation laid, you just want to double check and check all these poles and make sure we got blue, 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 all the way around. And then once you've got this, you can kind of just let your imagination run wild. You can go with whatever foundation you've got and then do the flooring patterns how you want. But one thing I do want to show you in this video is actually the way to connect into your home here, or be able to actually walk into whatever you're building here, because it can get a little bit confusing here. Let's pull out our stairs and let's add them in here. So we've got stairs connecting like this, and you're gonna see how this kind of snaps in right there. And when I come up here, I can't walk into this naturally. I would have to like jump to get up there, and you want a nice smooth stair to be able to get into your home right here. And right now it's not gonna work out. I can't walk up this. And remember, you can kind of pull out your hoe and go to a little bit of a higher point here, like right here where we raised up the ground, and then try to level this a little bit kind of up to where you're standing, and then see if that's going to enable you to be able to walk up these stairs a little bit more smoothly, like so. And there we go. So very, very simple way. You kind of want to check the whole way around. So on this right side, yep, we can walk up. On the left side, we can walk up, and we are good to go. Now this is going to be a functioning stair, but we're not done yet, because when we start putting in our floor, just to show you this, I'll kind of put a quick floor down. Let's go bang and boom. Go all the way around here like so. And what you're gonna see is I can't actually walk in to my home. See, I just get stuck right here. And the way to alleviate this is just make sure you have your hammer out, and then you take this beam out here in the middle, and now we're able to just walk directly into our home like so, and nothing is going to be stopping us going up or down. We've kind of leveled it out, and we have a nice functioning stair where we don't have to do any shenanigans like running or jumping or anything just to get into our building. So this is kind of the general setup and process you're going to want to be doing, at least in the early game, to get a structure that is going to be firmly in the ground and blue foundation all the way around. Then from here, do whatever wall patterns and floor patterns and all of that. I'm going to be doing guides here on the channel where I walk you through a full process of building, but this is the kind of first mechanic you're really going to want to understand in Valheim to actually build good structures that are going to be sturdy and are going to be level and are going to look consistent. And then eventually, in no time, you'll be turning those foundations into structures like you see right here, where you've got a nice functioning home that you can get in and out of, and you've got a solid foundation to work up from. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon in the next video. Peace.